This is Mark Summers, and I double dare you to listen to the 3CT podcast.
The recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Woo, woo, woo! You know it!
You actually think you deserve a shot at this? You don't deserve, buddy. You couldn't provide ice cream if the Dairy Queen, Carvel, and Cookie Puss drove an ice cream truck straight up your ass.
You should be ashamed I'm a part-timer, because I can do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time.
This ain't no disco, ain't no country club either. This is the 3 Count Thursday podcast. So let's go, baby.
Scissor me, Daddy! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Hello, everyone. Welcome 3CT. We are live. It is Thursday, November the 16th, 2023. We're glad to be back with you for another one. If you're with us live, give us a like and a share. We would certainly appreciate that, and interact in the comments, whether you were watching live on Facebook, on YouTube, or on our Twitch channel. Yeah, we're on Twitch, so check that out. And head over to 3countthursday.com, and you will find everything 3CT related, including our Wrestlers of the Week. You can get our merchandise link, all of our social media links, everything 3CT related. Head over there, get our merchandise over at tpublic.com. I want to remind everyone of a few things. Next Thursday, we will not be live as it is Thanksgiving, but we will have some new content that we'll be getting out next week. So make sure you are subscribed on all of our platforms so you do not miss that. This Saturday, and we'll be previewing it here in a little bit, is AEW Full Gear. So we'll be running the PW Scorecards contest. So head over to digital.prowrestlingscorecards.com and create your account. Click on Factions, and you can join ours with invite code 67AB85. Or if you go to the playback, or you're with us live, hit the QR code in the top right corner of the screen, right by Ryan's head up there, and that will take you directly to the sign up for our PW Scorecards contest. If you win, you will be the People's Champ Selector for 1 week because it will run until Survivor Series. So you'll get to actually, I don't know how, I guess, well, how are we going to do this? No, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out somehow for next week, even though we're not live. We'll make sure that that your pick gets counted. Scotty, I love your comment. He says, please don't make stuff up like Carissa Thompson. Scotty, we make shit up every week. So maybe she copied our gimmick. I don't know. And Devin joining us as well. How you doing, Devin? Hope everybody is having a good week. Let's work our way around the room here. Tim.
You all right, sir?
Good.
Good. Ryan, I tried unmuting you, I think. Did you mute yourself? You might have muted yourself. Ryan.
You all right, sir?
Ryan, you're muted. I can't unmute you. Ryan, I can't unmute you, my guy. I'm literally I'm clicking unmute. I can't. I can't.
God, how hard was that, Jim? Just hit the unmute button.
I hit the unmute button.
Yeah, now you did.
No, I did earlier.
Good. Now I'm frustrated, you son of a bitch.
I don't know what you did it. I don't know what I did.
Frustrated.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're upset.
Now I had to listen to Mark sing a stupid Taylor Swift lyric.
Well, yeah. Might as well. Mark.
You all right, sir?
Yes. Now the dogs are upset.
Yes.
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 No.
I heard the dog growl. What's happening? You
Yeah.
okay?
The dogs
Are you in
upset.
danger?
I'm okay. I'm not in danger yet.
Is that Kirby or is that Indy?
That's Kirby the Magnificent Fluffy Dog became upset.
Oh, is it feeding time?
Not
He
yet.
does. He
eaten.
doesn't know what time it is.
Oh,
He knows it's time to relax.
apparently
Relax. We got a little upset. Now he's more upset.
not.
Hey, I'm trying to podcast here. Hey,
Mark, he
Hey!
can't hear you. He can't hear you, Mark.
I get muted with no dogs barking in the background, and we just let this guy and his dogs just.
Ryan, you muted yourself.
I didn't. How can I mute myself? That doesn't even make sense.
Ryan, you have a mute on your microphone.
I don't. I have an echo option, and that's it.
Wait, you have an echo option?
I do have an echo option. That's how I spoke to you from the
Echo.
grave that one time. Remember?
Right. Are you mad because CM Punk isn't coming back? Is that why you're upset?
He's gonna come back.
That's why Kirby's upset.
He's very upset.
Remember the time Tim did the gimmick without the gimmick?
Yes.
He's doing it now. Look.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, now Tim's muted.
Hey, quiet. Quiet.
Why is everybody get to be muted?
I'm gonna
except
quit
for
this
me?
goddamn podcast.
Everybody's
Tonight.
muting everybody, and I hate
Tonight's
it.
gonna be the
I
night.
didn't mute shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mute shit. Oh, yeah. So
Sing
be
us
sure
a
to
song.
join us.
Regale us a song, Mark.
Well, Marky,
No, you missed your
you're
your
always on the
opportunity.
run now.
He's gonna do it
Running
anyway.
after somebody.
Of course he is.
You got to get him somehow.
Oh my god.
I think you got to slow down, Mothy, before you start to blow it, Mothy.
Oh, I forgot that my nickname was Mothy now. I fucking hate everything.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you're headed for a breakdown, Mothy.
I'm
So be
gonna
careful not to
scream.
show it, Mothy. You really don't remember, Mothy?
No.
Is it something that she said, Mothy? Or perhaps the voices in your head calling Mothy?
I really forgot about Mothy.
Mothy! Mothy! I think they got your number! Mothy!
Mothy.
I think they got the alias! Mothy!
Mothy!
That you've been living under!
Mothy!
But you really don't remember! Mothy! Wasn't something that you said! Mothy! Or perhaps there's voices in your head.
Mothy!
Call him Mothy!
Mothy.
Mothy. I'm okay. I'm sorry the dogs are upset. They were quiet until I hit record. All right, I didn't hit record. I hit unmute, and then they got
I
upset.
can't wait for Kirby to take a shit on Indy.
Oh.
That hasn't happened yet, but it's been close. Closer than I want to talk about. It's been close. Poor Kirby.
Poor,
He
poor,
doesn't-
Poor
Yeah.
me.
the poor.
Poor Malthy.
Didn't you date a girl named Mothy? Muffy? What was the name?
Can we make a moth?
No. No.
It can look like the
I'm gonna.
Man.
A Mothy prophecies.
The Malthy prophecies. Instead of Mothman, it's Malthy.
This is the
This is-
dumbest
this
thing
is a-
I've ever
this
seen
is-
you do.
No, this is a moth taking flight. Go towards the light, Malthy.
Why are both of your nipples in the middle of your chest, Mark? What are you doing?
I've been working out.
I'm doing better after hearing the last 2 minutes of this podcast.
Well, I'm happy to be here, Big Jim. Good to see
Got a
you.
3-day
Ames.
weekend, so that's a good.
Yeah.
Oh, we forget his fucking name is Ames, but no.
And good to have Ames, Smokey, and Hughes off this week.
Yes, use off this.
But Malthy is the best.
But like, what the hell do we do for Mark? Like, we don't.
You got nothing.
We got,
We could do Ma. Hey, Ma. What about
No.
Ma!
Ma?
Meatloaf!
Whatever you do, you just got to yell out loud into the microphone so it pops it.
Yeah, that's what we got to do.
Too bad Hughes not here.
Yeah, too bad. Yes, Devin. Yes, it is. Show's already starting on a good note. Absolutely.
A great note, Devin.
What did the headmasters Mark at your school call you like when you were acting out? Because you know goddamn well they were.
No. I was
Yes.
no, Mark, I was not.
Yes.
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 I mean, we could try to have fun with your last name, but that just sounds German and scary.
That's a
Yeah.
little scary.
We can't
Yes.
be yelling like
Very German.
Stein or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
Martin Stein.
Mr. Hottenstein. You know, the fourth grade teacher used to call Big Brother John's called him Hootenstein. But he let it go.
We're still
I don't know
talking
how-
about this.
There's only one
Oh, Big Brother. We're talking about Big Brother John.
Big Brother John, he was John Hootenstein. Hootenstein.
I missed the opportunity to see Rammstein last year. That would have been a fun concert. They were in Philly.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
would have been one I'd enjoyed to see.
Rammstein. Oh, come on
An
now.
experience at the
It would
very,
be,
if nothing
for
else, an
sure.
experience.
For sure. I think tickets were like $1.50. They were pretty expensive.
Yeah, they
for,
were
for pretty shitty seats in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
$1.50 per head.
$1.50.
Yeah, that would have been a little much, I think.
Now, Mark, are you going to see the Dropkick Murphys with us? I know you're a big Dropkick Murphy fan.
Oh, yes, they were my favorite tag team in WCW. The Dropkick
Yes.
Murphys. Yes. I'm going to see them on St. Patrick's Day.
I think they're in Boston on St.
Yes.
Patrick's Day.
Or it's
But
close to
it's
it.
like their St. Patrick's tour. They're swinging by Lancaster.
Oh, well, why wouldn't you? That's very German.
Le Tits.
Yes. Is that where they're playing Mickey's Black Box?
No, they're playing at Freedom Hall at the convention center.
Oh, it's beautiful this time of year.
Oh, just the best.
Freedom Hall.
I've never been to that. I think it's just like a banquet hall where they put a stage.
It is. It is.
Oh,
My
okay.
company, well, our company had their party there last year.
Are you serious? I wasn't invited.
Didn't,
You were invited. You just didn't come.
Last year I was not.
I mean,
he
you
was
could've-
invited to come.
You could have still
I
come.
was not invited,
He was still new.
You were invited.
but I didn't get the invite.
No.
You were still invited to come.
You didn't invite me. You had a +1 to come, and I was not your +1.
Well, my loving wife was my +1.
Then I wasn't invited.
I mean,
He
I
was
said you
invited to
could have
come.
reached out to
Your
somebody.
loving wife didn't even work for the company. I did.
Well, yeah, but she was my +1. I told you could have reached out to somebody.
That's not how
You
it
can't
works.
be talking that way
You don't
about
just
it, Big
invite
Jim.
yourself to come.
I mean, you can invite. I invite myself to come a lot.
Yes.
I think the word is often.
You
Come often.
A lot.
Come a lot.
What about on Tuesday?
No, a lot.
No, a
is
lot would be how much you're
how
coming.
much you're doing.
You're
Yeah,
coming
there's a lot.
a lot.
There's a lot of times that I invite myself to come.
So that's
Often.
often.
Come
Oh,
early, come often.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But coming a lot means a very different thing.
We're still talking about going in Lancaster, right?
Yes,
Like,
Arnold.
just
Yeah, absolutely. What else would we be talking about?
There's Arnold.
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 There was two of them there, a top and a bottom Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold. We've been doing some scientific research, and now my Arnold has 2 arms,
Oh shit.
Oh, my Arnold
capable
has
of holding
2
me at
arms.
night.
Kinky.
Yeah.
Go
Scotty
ahead,
asked,
Mark. Sing
what-
that song again for us.
My Arnold has 2 arms. ARMS. My
Scotty
Arnold
asked, what's
has a left arm.
popular opinion for Thanksgiving food?
Ooh.
Cranberry sauce is the worst.
Oh,
I think there's plenty of people that don't like cranberry sauce.
Yes.
Well,
I like when it slides out of the can. Looks like a wax candle.
right.
My
is it
mother, the
just-
one year,
All
she
of it.
complimented me on the candle. I said, "Thanks,
hate
Mom." but it's a
cranberry sauce.
sauce.
I don't
Yeah,
like
you-
a lot of. I don't like a lot of Thanksgiving foods.
Oh man.
What about
Here's
green bean
my
casserole?
unpopular opinion on Thanksgiving food is, like, to me, it's my favorite holiday meal of the year.
Yes.
Like, to me, it's the best holiday meal.
All right, so
And you're-
so the spread's out there, Jim. What aren't you getting a spoonful of?
Sugar.
I haven't met the dish yet that I won't put on my plate.
So
I
you have
will not touch the green bean casserole either.
Oh, dude, I gotta.
I
No.
think
Oh,
it is disgusting.
so you have your smorgasbord set up. What does your plate look like?
I mean, generally speaking, because now, like, this year we're going to a different place, but generally there will be turkey, mostly dark meat. I love the dark meat. Mashed potatoes with gravy, stuffing, green bean casserole,
No.
roll, corn.
I also think mashed potatoes are overrated on this day, as that's something most people eat throughout the year.
See, we don't do much potato. So when I get them on
Really?
Thanksgiving,
God, I am a potato.
and then deviled eggs.
I love deviled eggs.
No
Can't say
deviled
that
eggs
word,
for me.
Jim. No,
I
me
make
too.
them. I don't eat them.
And yours are fantastic, by the way.
I do love deviled eggs.
And either
I don't like that word.
now Mrs. Big Jim makes a cranberry relish that I really enjoy.
That's three.
But I will also
Now, what does she
eat,
put in that? Is it like with the oranges and the?
orange and
You drink it.
cranberries and some raspberries.
They're not juices, man.
Oh, wasn't sure.
You smash them all together.
But yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much anything that's there. Like again, I mean,
Okay, so your plate can only hold items minus one item on the table. What item are you leaving on the table? You can go back to get it for seconds, but your first plate does not have enough space for everything. What do you not put on?
probably the mashed potatoes.
That's fair.
That would be the first thing that would get omitted from my plate.
Jimmy. Ames,
Mark,
come
your mashed
on.
potatoes come from a bag.
That's not true.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I prefer instant mashed potatoes
Come in
over
a trash
regular
bag.
mashed potatoes. There's my hot take right there.
What's that?
I prefer instant mashed potatoes over regular homemade mashed potatoes.
Dude, the instant Idaho bag
I want
mashed
potato
potatoes
pearls
are
and
so
hot water.
good.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good.
Take your lumpy ass real potatoes out of here.
And they're still like fucking 98 cents. Like they haven't been
For a bag, right?
Bidenomics can't get those Idaho
You can
potatoes.
get them with fake bacon, fake cheddar, fake cream cheese and
Fucking
chives.
love it. They're
Love it all.
so good.
That's my hot
They
take right
just came out with one that is ranch.
Oh, I saw
I'd
that.
try it.
Ranchy
Oh, absolutely try
potatoes.
Scotty says he loves turkey and cranberry sauce inside a Hawaiian roll.
I
That's a
love
Bobby.
making little
That's delicious.
sandwiches. I
Little
love making
Bobby.
little Sammys.
I usually don't do Sammy's on Thanksgiving, like when the turkey's still hot and everything's still hot. But leftovers, I get the little potato rolls, and then I do cold sandwiches on potato rolls after the fact. And for me, Miracle Whip is the must after the fact.
Yeah, that's the leftover condiment I would prefer. I never eat Miracle Whip, but I prefer that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy Miracle Whip over mayonnaise. I don't buy it a lot. Like I don't even use a ton of mayonnaise, so I always just get the little jar,
The little baby. The
around
pony-
Thanksgiving
the
because
pony bottle.
this Big Jim doesn't eat it.
I would also take ham over turkey any day of the week, including Thanksgiving.
Okay, yeah,
See-
see, me, I'm a turkey guy.
And I'm a ham and turkey guy at Thanksgiving.
I'm a sausage
ham a
guy.
lot.
You
I
can
am
have
not
both,
limited.
absolutely.
I am not limited in any
Now-
sense.
So my grandma, my mom's mom, would get would
Take
always
a
have
Cornish hen and shove it up your ass too. Nobody wants Cornish hen for Thanksgiving.
well, that I do that for the Hottenstein dance party. That
Well,
just
yeah.
that's for some extra joy.
I'm
But
already
my
warm.
And how
grandma,
do you handle that when you have to do all the dishes?
well, it's just
Well,
that
he's dancing in the kitchen. He just kind of bop into the music.
Just kind of
Yeah.
wiggle
He's
around.
wiggling to get the Cornish hen moving.
Darn right,
upwards.
man. Well, the hen's got to dance too.
Ames is out there ruffling feathers.
Is this Puff Daddy? Turn it up. I like it.
But my grandma would always get a ham as well. So if the ham was there, I would eat it. But like, I don't need ham on my Thanksgiving. You can save your ham for
Do you
Christmas.
need ham on your grandma?
That's weird. That's a weird
Your
question.
ham off?
Your hamma?
Ham all.
Scotty also says cheesecake over pie.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Every day.
absolutely wrong.
Every day.
Yeah, no.
Every
No,
day.
on Thanksgiving, give me fucking
Any
give me
day.
pie, apple pie,
No.
pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin
Yeah.
pie.
Pumpkin pie is number one. Have
I
you
did have a
guys
Pumpkin
ever-
pie
piece of
number
pumpkin
one
pie
over
the other day. It
everything.
was
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
especially on Thanksgiving. Most times, absolutely, but definitely on Thanksgiving. You guys ever?
I could do pies. I could do pies on Thanksgiving. That's fine. But if there's
My-
a cheesecake, you're goddamn right. I'm eating cheesecake
Oh,
too.
that's
So-
cheesecake.
I don't know
Cheesecake
that I've
is
ever
the
had
best
cheesecake on
dessert.
Thanksgiving.
My family's
My
too poor for that.
Yeah.
my
Even like the
mother-in-law's
Pellmans. Give me a Pellman's cheesecake. I eat that whole shit right up.
Yes.
my mother-in-law's husband not my father-in-law.
Okay.
He still exists. But he eats pumpkin pies all season long.
Is that your stepfather-in-law?
Stepfather-in-law, yes.
Is that really what it would be? Okay.
Yeah.
Her
Or
husband.
her husband. But he eats pumpkin pie all season long, and it's always a hassle when I'm over there for the holidays because I love pumpkin pie as much as him, and I have to convince him to share pumpkin pie with me. It's like, hey, can I have one of the 8th pumpkin pie you've had this season?
Now, are you guys a buy pumpkin pie or are you guys a make pumpkin pie?
So buy pumpkin pie, but my Megan makes a no bake pumpkin pie.
Okay.
That is delicious.
Okay.
Oh my
And
Lord.
I should have asked her to make that for me for Thanksgiving because we're actually doing our home Thanksgiving this weekend.
Nice.
I feel like your Megan could make that for December 10th.
Yeah.
Why would she want to do that?
Why would she not?
Because we can take it to Straight No Chaser.
Yeah, it's a little Jenny Malavi's
Just
birthday party.
sit in the Hershey Theater just eating pumpkin pie.
Pancake pie.
Sky says he used to have shoe fly pie on Thanksgiving. Okay, it's been a long time since I've tried shoe fly pie, but I can't imagine that I would enjoy
It's
it.
got to be a wet bottom, Jim.
It's got to be.
How
It
do you
can't
like
be
that?
any worse. It can't be
I
any
make a
worse
wet
than that
bottom, too.
effing
How do you like that?
shoe fly pie, whoopie pie that
That
we
was the
all
worst
effing
thing I've
had.
ever eaten.
Jim would rather it had been a shoe feet pie.
It couldn't have been worse, Jim.
You're right. You know what?
God, it couldn't have been worse.
Jim would have liked feet loaf.
And then that could have also been wet bottom too.
Yeah.
Because the feet are sweaty on the bottom.
That's rough, Tim.
Fresh socks.
You're making it worse.
Wet
Fresh
bottom.
socks. Wet footses.
Okay, we're done here. We're done.
Jim, you're the host of this show.
I know. I was letting it play out, but
you got Indy
You've got Indy up here now.
Why she got face paint on?
She's very upset. She
well, I
needs
know you were
her,
talking about feet pies, Mark. She should be upset.
very upset.
Yesterday, Tony
She's got
Khan
makeup on.
announced a new AEW signing. He said on social media the addition of a new AEW member to the talent roster will be revealed this Saturday at Full Gear. The tweet said AEW has agreed to terms with one of the world's best wrestlers, a pro who is known plus respected by virtually every AEW fan. They'll come to LA to sign their contract this Saturday, 11/18 on pay-per-view at AEW Full Gear. And then he tweeted on about see you tonight for the final AEW Dynamite before Full Gear.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll obviously predict Full Gear here in a few minutes, but who do you guys think the newest addition to the AEW roster? Now, Scotty, Kota Ibushi was officially announced as All Elite last night. So Kota Ibushi.
That means he's already signed his contract?
He has already signed. At
He
least
signed it on Diamond Eye.
Tony Khan out here offering Patrick Ewing a contract with the Seattle Supersonics. Boy, Kota Ibushi is washed.
Yeah, the return on investment there. Well, I don't know what the investment is, but
Keeping Kenny happy, apparently.
That's the important thing.
My best friend needs a job.
You have such a small roster that keeping some members of it very happy is very important. So.
Kota Ibushi.
Scotty says the other name on Scotty guesses Mercedes Moné. Devin is Will Ospreay. Didn't Ospreay sign with Impact?
No,
really?
Ospreay is still under contract with New Japan until after Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay. Yeah. So who do you guys think that it may be?
I may have jumped the gun and I completely forgot that Mercedes Moné was a thing. When I told you guys Dolph Ziggler, but I'm still sticking with my guns.
No,
I think it's Nick Nemeth.
You think it's Nick Nemeth? Now, I did see some people saying that because I don't know if Nemeth's contract expired or he was actually let go by WWE, but if he was let go, he would still be within 90 days from that release. So he may I don't know what the terms of his WWE deal were. I'm gonna go big Ryback.
Mercedes. Oh my God. Shoe feet pie. The shoe feet pie of wrestlers.
You all get for talking about feet pies.
You know that if you speak this into existence and it comes true, the only person you have to blame is yourself, right?
Oh, Jim would love this.
Actually,
Ryback.
you know what percent chance that it's going to be Ryback?
0.0.
Well, let's just ask Ryback to post on X, formerly known as Twitter, and put a poll up of to where we all want him to wrestle. And please include retirement as an option so that we can tell you to retire again on this, the 9th poll of you asking where we want you to
dumbass all that guy was.
Mark, I don't want you to move. Don't move. Your dog looks heavily intoxicated. Just sitting there slowly dozing.
She's falling asleep. She's a good girl.
Look at those eyes.
She's been drinking.
She's been drinking. Well, I mean, she doesn't have to drive anywhere.
No, but she does have her license, Jim. She does.
Does she?
You.
There it goes. Poor thing. Just
You
wants
have
to
a
take a
license.
nap.
Now she looks scared. She looks concerned.
Oh, she's a good girl.
I mean, she used to be coated in fur.
She's covered in a fur, Big Jim.
Ryan, do you have any guesses on who the?
Yeah, I think Mercedes Moné is probably the gimme of it. I'm going to say somebody different because I don't know what their contract looks like. I'm going to say he's signing Okada away from New Japan.
Okay.
Because I feel like, and I know I don't watch it very often, but from today and 5 years ago, I feel like New Japan has cooled significantly. And Okada sees dollar signs with AEW.
Yeah, I mean,
if they let Okada go, they are stupid.
I'm not saying they're not.
Right. Like they'll let all these gaijin go, but I don't know. I mean, New Japan's back on a little bit of a run, but COVID did them no favors.
No.
Yeah, they got hit hard.
With that said, you brought up Kazuchika Okada. For any American wrestling fans who are wanting to dip their feet into New Japan again, they have finally released a English app on iTunes, Roku, and Android where you can actually sign up for New Japan World in English. Everything is English, and you're charged in English monies across the entire platform. And they've got a bunch of stuff up there, alternate commentaries for both like Japan and America. They have all the Wrestle Kingdoms.
Is that what Kevin Kelly was doing before was he doing the alternate commentary before he left New Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
He left New Japan?
Yeah, they released the statement.
Although I didn't know he actually left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
does Collision, right?
Yeah.
With AEW, okay.
He was just sick of traveling back and forth to Japan. He's a US boy.
Makes sense.
Born in the USA.
Yeah.
He lives here in Pennsylvania, I believe. He's pretty local, actually.
He flies out of Harrisburg.
The old Harrisburg to Tokyo flight. That's a long flight.
It's a long flight.
Mark, you have any thoughts on who the big signing might be?
I think it's going to be PCO.
Who literally just re-signed with Impact like
what you think.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he signed a 3-week contract.
He was literally the first person to sign after Impact made the announcement we're switching to TNA.
Look,
that's why
pissed at you now.
That's why this announcement is even bigger because of that. I didn't see that coming.
Scotty asks, "What about Ali?"
Muhammad Ali, maybe.
Well, wouldn't Ali be under the same time frame
I think
as,
he'd be under the 90 days as well.
unless he asked for his release?
Like Ali asked for his release, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
how
Muhammad may have gotten his release.
It would be if it were Mustafa Ali. I almost fucking called him Muhammad because he was calling me Ryan.
Trapped him.
I almost did it. Mustafa Ali. If
greatest.
it's him, this would be the most overreactive AEW big announcement in the history of AEW big announcements.
That's absolutely correct. Not to shit on Mustafa Ali.
No,
like Mustafa Ali's great. Is he a needle mover?
No.
Not when you got
it like
Daniel
that,
Bryan
Mark.
Danielson and Claudio Castagnana and all these other people. He would get lost.
I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like even in a world where it's Dolph Ziggler, is Dolph Ziggler a needle mover in 2020?
He's more well respected.
He's a world
around
champion.
the world. Yeah. I mean, so
I'm
was
not
John
denying
Moxley
what
and
he's done.
Claudio
I'm asking if
and
I'm asking if he's a needle mover in 2023.
Christian Cage wasn't a needle mover when he first got signed, and now he is irreplaceable in AEW.
Yes.
What about Alexander Hamilton? Hammerstein?
Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hammerstone.
I mean, he's now away from MLW.
Yeah, he's just not for me.
I just don't know if making
That was
a
a hard-
one
that
of
was a
the
hard take,
world's
Tim.
best wrestlers.
He's not for me.
I bet if you showed Alexander Hamilton enough Benjamins, he'd sign with AEW.
I'm sure if I showed Alexander Hamilton anything, I would be in a dream world because he's dead.
Well, that one's dead. I'm sure there's an Alexander Hamilton out there alive.
If you're last
Sure.
name Hamilton and you're not naming your kid Alexander, you're doing it wrong. Devin says Mickey James. I think she just re-upped with TNA. I believe
She's hardcore country.
She is hardcore country.
She just retired. I thought she had her last match and then came back and wrestled one more. I didn't know she resigned.
She got hurt.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
She was in the middle of her last rodeo, and then she got hurt, so she relinquished the title. And then blip, blop, blop, Trinity.
Who's absolutely the worst person this could be?
Scotty's answer. What if it's the old Wesley's old tag partner, Zachary Wentz?
That's not the worst. No, the worst would be if they signed Taya Valkyrie again.
Oof. I mean, the worst would be Hulk Hogan, brother.
Oh
That
my
won't be
God!
Hogan.
It's gonna totally be Hogan.
It's gonna be Hulk Hogan, brother.
Oh my God! Why did you say that, Jim? It really could be.
Let's go, brother.
I was thinking Lars Sullivan, but yeah, that's even worse.
We're gonna get
Hogan's
one
not even
more.
allowed
We're gonna
backstage.
get one more Bad Terry versus Rick run. Let's go.
Him do that leg drop just one time, and his fucking whole spine just shatters.
They won't have to put DraftKings on the mat. The match sponsor for that match will be Depends.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll talk about Full Gear here in a few minutes. We will run that down. But
do you think? Never mind. No, I've already changed my mind. That's a stupid question.
What?
Smokey, there are no stupid questions. On
Well, so we're going to get this big reveal of who this big signing is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we get the reveal of who the devil is this weekend as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's no chance this is the same person, right?
No.
No. I think
they're exclusive. Okay.
Well, who the hell's the devil?
Mark, we don't know.
Oh.
He's the devil, Mark.
That's an excellent question.
Scotty says the Full Gear pre-show starts in 3 hours.
About right.
All right, let's go to this.
Yes.
John Moxley, Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC, these 5 guys on Facebook. the 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
Hold
All right,
up. One more time. Read the Tony Khan announcement. How does it read?
AEW has agreed to terms with one of the world's best wrestlers, a pro who is known plus respected by virtually every AEW fan. They'll come to LA to sign their contract this Saturday, 11/18 on pay-per-view at AEW Full Gear.
It's obvious. It's Shane McMahon.
In the world.
You cracked the code, Ryan.
Now, real talk. Would anybody be shocked if that happens? Vince is selling his shares. He's dumping out.
That
is
that's
there
way better than what Vince has been doing in regards of dumping.
He's been dumping more than shares.
Shane McMahon, bro. If is there any way they can get that music?
Here comes the moolah.
She's dead.
Oh, Mark,
come on.
come on.
Moolah passed away.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the moolah.
Because I assume WWE owns that track.
De Niro.
Yeah,
Top dollar.
that would be amazing.
That's
that would
actually
be
a wrestler.
That actually was a wrestler in the
Still is.
WWE.
Oh wait, no,
Top is not.
he got let go. That's right.
Yeah,
He did
again.
get let go.
Oh, that's right. He did get let go, didn't he?
He was in a
on Twitter.
I would say he was in a feud with Jim Cornette this week. On
Yeah,
Twitter.
he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was upset.
Um,
I didn't realize Cornette hated him so much.
dude, sometimes it blows me away, like how racist Cornette is when he is one of the most liberal, like, people politically out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a homophobe and he's like,
Yeah, it's fucking
he's
wild.
anti-trans and yeah,
Like, yeah, he's anti all of that stuff, but he is like liberal as hell. Like, it's
maybe he doesn't know Republicans exist.
I mean, I know he hates.
He hates Donald Trump. That I know.
Definitely hates Trump. He definitely hates every Republican from Kentucky because he lives there.
Speaking of politics, we don't really get into politics very often, but did you see that senator who like called out the dude to fight on like the Senate floor? The dude's like, first of all, the guy's name's like Mark Wayne Mullins or something. Like it's some really
That sounds
Mark Wayne or something along those lines.
Let me guess: Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, something like
Where
that.
he's from.
Bama.
But he's like, he stood up. He's like, stand up. You want to fight? Let's stand up. And they like stood up to fight this dude in the fucking like Senate, like chambers or whatever the hell it was.
The dude who was actually like on the other side just goaded this guy so well. Just pushed it, booped his buttons the whole way.
His name is Mark Wayne. It's all one word. It's not even hyphenated. Mark Wayne.
You fucking
Mark Wayne Mullen. He is an American businessman and politician. Let's see here. Looks like he's from Oklahoma.
Is that the senator or is that the person who was on trial?
Oh, that's the senator.
Okay.
He's born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is a
Oklahoma.
He's a Sooner.
Well, he could be on the other side of that Red River rivalry.
I'm a bitch.
But yeah, he was like calling out dudes to like fight.
Unreal. I'm not surprised by any of it at this point, though, to be honest.
It could be an Oklahoma State Beaver.
That's the Oregon State.
Oh, sorry.
Oklahoma State and Cowboys.
We're going to make America fight again.
Make America fight again. So good.
My people's champ this week was Kathy Kelly, not just because respectfully, but the tweet of the week, the tweet of the year. She took the screenshot of Grayson Waller pouring water on Kevin Owens from SmackDown last week and tweeted, "The only time Grayson Waller's made anyone wet."
And that's all it takes.
That's all it takes, Ryan.
That's all it takes, folks. If you don't like those picks, make sure you put your scorecard in with code 128796439er or right over here.
Hit that QR code above Ryan's head. Join ours with invite code. I also sent a tweet and Facebook post out today, so you can go to our social media and catch them there as well to enter the scorecard competition. Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw Scotty says Zelina pranking Dominic was hilarious. She was like prank calling, I guess on like a Twitch thing or something.
It was so funny.
Really fucking good. Kind of creepy in a way, but pretty cool nonetheless. Tim, you want to give your picks for the week?
I do, now that I've typed them into the Google machine.
There you go.
It's so good. Number 5, John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, who picked up a big win on the New Japan Strong card over the weekend, but then beat up on Orange Cassidy and Hook on Dynamite. Very fun. Number 4, Powerhouse Hobbs, because picking up the Big Show in 2023 should be a momentous feat. It's like a top 3 feat of strength in 2023. I don't think there's anything. There's like 2 things harder than picking up the Big Show.
I've never felt worse. I've never felt more sad for a car. Like I just felt bad for the car that he got slammed on.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. Number 2, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, still your undisputed tag team champions. Huh? As I said, I thought I said 3.
You said 2.
Oh, well, my number 2 is the reason why they're the champs, and that is possibly the newest member of the Judgment Day. Uncertain, question mark, exclamation point, Drew McIntyre.
I'm intrigued.
Number 1, they are the new DDT Universal Champion, defeating that dastardly coward, Matt Cardona, over the weekend. It's Mao.
There you go. You want to flash Matt's picks up there real quick? Matt not with us tonight. He should be with us on Tuesday. Ryan, want to go ahead with
I just had, yeah, sure, I can go. I just had a moment. I was on the Facebooks while Tim was talking, and I saw a post from McDonald's, but it happens to be like one of the foreign McDonald's sites. Like when I click on it, it takes me through to like our site, and it just like has the Crocs that they released. But here's a festive menu, and I should have realized it when it says available from 22nd November. So it's clearly not how we write our date.
Yeah.
But they have a sandwich out called the Big and Cheesy. I don't know what that is, but I want to try
but I want it.
Or the Big and Cheesy with bacon.
I want that.
Yes.
They have a chicken Big Mac.
Yeah.
Which I can only assume is like the McChicken patties on a Big Mac.
Yes, please.
A cheese melt dipper with rich tomato dip.
Yes, please.
Fat.
A McDonald's chicken combo. I don't know what that is.
Fat.
And then they have a Galaxy chocolate McFlurry, a Galaxy caramel McFlurry, and a Galaxy caramel pie.
Fat. Fat. Fat.
Yeah. Sure.
God darn it.
I tried. So I went to Wendy's.
There's pictures in the background of the Big and Cheesy burger. It's like on a big Kaiser roll.
Oh my God.
Fat.
But hey, we get Crocs.
I mean, I kind of want Grimace Crocs. I'm not going to lie. Actually, I want the red and white holiday sweater Crocs. That's the Crocs that I really want this season. But I had the
Crocs.
They're so good. I had the pumpkin Frosty last week. I tried it. It was tasty.
Oh,
it was tasty. Now that it's soon going to be peppermint frosty time again, and the peppermint chocolate milkshake at Chick-fil-A. But Ryan, go ahead.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we're going to go the devil from AEW because it's really the only angle I give a shit about right now. I'm curious as to who that is. Cody Rhodes, he's the #1 merch mover in the WWE, so that's pretty cool. The Family, your new NXT Tag Team Champions. That happened Tuesday night. We have Matt Quay. He's the new AXW champion. They're in AXW. It's the promotion that runs out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Beautiful Hamburg. They have one final show at the Hamburg Fieldhouse coming up in December, and then they're moving. And I believe the Hamburg Fieldhouse will never have professional wrestling ever again.
That's the word on the streets, man.
So that's a historic building. If you've ever been or seen a show maybe of the old WWF or the WWF at the time, December's the time to check it out. AXW, they can look them up on the Facebooks and the socials. Danny Moe, your new PPW Women's Champion, up there in Slattensburg, Pennsylvania.
Beautiful this
PPW,
time of year.
really nice this time of year. Great friends of
So
the show.
nice.
Definitely, if you've never been to a PPW show, they do it right. Go check them out.
Mark, you want to go ahead with yours?
Yes.
Mark Wayne.
No. All right, number 5, I have Asuka. She lives on the 2nd floor. She lives upstairs from you. Yes, I think you've seen her before. If you hear something late at night, some type of 3 count, don't be frightened. Just don't ask what it was. Just don't ask what it was. My name is Asuka.
Tim,
I
you
am
spoke
part of
so
Damage
loudly
Control.
that microphone didn't even pick it up.
All right, so at number 4, I have Alexander Shelby.
Mark, where does Alexander Shelby live?
Oh, he lives in Asbury Park, New Jersey. It's beautiful this time of year. God, it's beautiful.
Oh my God, what is happening?
I forget why I picked Alexander. He won something. What the heck did he win? He won a championship. I can't remember what it was.
Retained, Tim, you're muted. He retained the
He
Impact
retained.
World title. Tim's just
I knew there
screaming
was
into the
something.
abyss.
And then Jennifer Moe, who's a beautiful, delightful woman, won the PPPPPW women's belt. Yes. Still your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. Finish Baylor and Damian Demento Priest.
He forgets who his number 1 was.
I forget. I think it was Logan Paul.
Sure. My 5, Kevin Owens, did a bang-up job there. SmackDown commentary, filling in for, is it Wade Barrett? I don't remember who's over on SmackDown.
Number 1 was the family. Hello.
Did a bang-up job. Santos Escobar turning on the LWO and Rey Mysterio and sending Rey into knee surgery land. So big opportunity here for Santos Escobar. Ballard Priest, still your tag team champions. Alex Shelley, still your Impact World Champion, and the family, new NXT tag team champions. And yeah, for anybody who's Ravens fans, I feel bad already. Mark Andrews out with probably a concussion, and Lamar Jackson just went into the medical tent. So
no bueno.
Yeah,
No.
send some T's and P's up to your friends who are Ravens fans right now. Tim, you are still, we can't
Tim,
hear
you
you.
didn't do so. It's a wire thing, Tim, I believe. When you went to yell at Mark the first time, that's when you stopped. I heard you exhale in disgust, and then you went silent.
You crossed your wires.
Apparently, Mark Andrews is his ankle. His head also bounced off the ground, but
his
yeah,
ankle.
Holy cats.
Not
That's the guy that wanted to fight somebody on the floor of Congress.
Yes.
Mark Andrews.
Yes.
Tim, can we hear you yet?
Tim's
Or you
upset. I'll translate for
Just put the
Malthy.
graphics up there, and Mark will tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's
I'll translate for Malthy while he sits out here and untangles his
week
wires.
32, Mark, what's our
Well, for week 32, guys, there's not much happening as far as moves in the top 5. Number 1, we have the family. That's Tony D'Angelo and Jadam Tanning Stacks. Finish Balor and Damian Priest are coming in at number 2. LMFAO took number 3. Number 4, we have Alex Shelley tied with Danny Moe. And not a whole lot of changes here for week.
All right, he's done. Alex Shelley and Danny Moe at 4, Mao at 3, Damian Priest, Finn Balor at 2, the family at 1. And for the year, Damian Priest.
What the fuck is Mao?
Mao, the new DDT Universal Champion. They beat Matt Cardona, former 3 count.
Matt had him at number 1.
Both
Tim
had
had him
them.
at number 1.
I had him
Holy
at 1.
shit.
Mal was at 2 for
Holy
Matt.
shit. He
And
says.
number for the year, Damian Priest now pulling away with second place points this week, but Finn Balor now breaking his way into the top 5. Very, very interesting with 20 weeks to go.
Here we go.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy. Saturdays on NBC. These five guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
The 3 count question of the week.
All right. So we've done these Mount Rushmores in the past, and I'm to the best of my knowledge, we've never delved into this one. So I think Ryan suggested this, and I think it was a great one. Who is your by Mark? Hi, Mark. Who is your NXT Mount Rushmore? Does anybody want to lead us off?
Yeah, I can go. I think this is a great question.
Great. A great question here this week, boys. I'm smoking.
I don't know where I was going to go with that. God damn it. It came out quick. I just had to double down and say it again, as if I was doing like a Sylvester the Cat fucking impression.
Suffering succotash. It's a great question. That's more like Elmer Fudd.
Great question. Holy
Be
shit.
very, very quiet. I'm going to answer a great question on a podcast.
Great question.
It's a great question.
Great question. I'm hunting rabbits.
Hyping myself up because I fucking came up with a decent topic one time, and Jim throws it as the question of the week.
Great.
The great question of the week.
Great question of the
This is
week.
one of our greatest questions.
This is so good.
Everybody, this question is so great. It's so great.
We're gonna make America great again.
Make America great again.
Can we make shirts that say that?
Yes, we can.
Wait,
We're gonna make podcasting great again.
Making 3 Count Thursday great again.
It's the greatest.
The greatest.
We're the greatest podcast in the world.
We're gonna talk about Mount Rushmore. Oh, my
We
goodness.
love Mount Rushmore.
Smokey, who's on your NXT Mount Rushmore?
We love Mount Rushmore.
Oh my God.
Mount
It's definitely the greatest show we've done this month.
So great. I'm sorry to any of our great listeners. Oh,
We have
boy.
so many great listeners.
Mount Rushmore. The greatest
sorry,
Mount Rushmore
I don't
ever
know.
talked about.
I only know Mount Rushmore.
This is the greatest
It's the
Mount
road to
Rushmore.
greatness.
Oh fuck. All right. So great Mount Rushmore
There you
topic. Ryan, you done good. You can say your R's. All those years of speech class finally paid off.
You done good, Wyan.
You done good.
Ryan did his
Noah.
best.
Mark, that's a solid impression. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
We should put you on the wheel of impression. I don't think you can make a Mount Rushmore without carving in Adam Cole. He is the longest reigning champion at 403 days. When I think black and gold, that is the name that comes to mind is Adam Cole. Am I giving all 4? Or would you like me to do one and see what else everybody has?
Why don't we go around? Why don't we go around one at a time? We'll do our number one.
All right, I'll say Adam Cole.
Okay, so Ryan has Adam Cole as his number one. Tim, who's your number one?
Adam Cole.
Mark.
Well, I hate to do this, but I had Adam Cole down there too. He is great. I say he is great, Smokey.
Boy, I say great.
He's great. I say he's great, boy. What's the matter with you, boy?
See, when I think NXT, the first person that comes to my mind is the longest reigning women's champion, and that's Asuka. Asuka's the first one that comes to mind for me.
She is also etched on mine.
Etched.
I didn't put them in any specific order how I would etch them, but Asuka, the longest reigning women's champion, 522 days. I think that's probably the height of the power we've seen of Asuka. Like nobody's ready for Asuka. That was not that she's not great on the main roster, but man, Asuka was a beast in NXT.
Yeah, literally unstoppable.
Unstoppable. She's also on my list.
All right, Tim.
I can't go wrong with Tiger Mom either. Asuka.
All right, Mark.
Yep, same. I got Asuka on mine as well.
On Adam Cole, Bebe is where I have who I have at number two. Ryan, who else is on yours?
I have some artistic freedom with the third face here on my Mount Rushmore.
Very bold of you to take Velveteen Dream here. That's very nice of you.
Oh, no.
The Velveteen
Great
Dream.
pick. Excellent pick.
No.
Velveteen Dream here, number 3.
No.
Very, very great Mount Rushmore.
You're Dweemin if you think I put it there. I am carving 3 faces here. I'm carving the Undisputed Era here. I think they dominated the tag team division. They were the faction in NXT. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, all 3 carved in the third. They're going to be smaller faces than everybody else, yes, but they deserve to be highlighted on my Mount Rushmore.
All right, Tim.
I'm going to go with tag team here, but I'm not going to go Undisputed Era. I'm going to go with who I think is really the flag bearer of that tag team division from the very beginning of NXT, and that is Connor and Victor, the Ascension.
Yo, okay.
People were so hot on the Ascension,
they were good.
And then they ruined it.
Well, okay. It also wasn't WWE's fault that, like, when they got to WWE, everybody else was bigger than them.
No, it's WWE's fault that, like, they had them doing promos, like, calling out the Demolition and, like, the LODs. Like, it's.
But in NXT, they felt huge, and then they
were
Demolition.
Yeah.
Here comes the axe. Here comes
the Legion
of Doom.
The Legion of Doom and Demolition and the Ascension.
Connor
and Victor.
Hey.
God, dude, the
It's
Ascension.
Day.
Connor.
Solid. And
Mark, if you pull it down a little bit more, I think you can slip into your Bill Clinton.
They're close.
Give it a little twang and slow down. You got your Bill Clinton there.
I want you to read my lips. I'm going to say this again.
That's the wrong president, I think.
The wrong one. Mark, who do you have at number 3?
I'm not a crook.
I am not a crook, Big Jimmy. Well, I have. I don't know if the women's division would have been as hot if it wasn't for Charlotte paving the way.
Okay.
Definitely got her
Charlotte.
start there.
Horsewoman.
One of the horsewomen.
Horsewomen.
I went with one of the horsewomen as my number 3. But I did not go Charlotte. I went Bailey here because when I think like NXT and women's the women's division, like her rise from like the fourth horsewoman to like those matches at Brooklyn, unbelievable.
You should see the mountain from Canada's side.
I believe
Beautiful.
it.
I'd like to see it.
Respectfully. We saw the mountain from Canada's side at Crown Jewel.
Yes.
Ryan, who's your 4th?
I love that you guys put a horsewoman here. And I think the height of power of this wrestler was also in NXT. I know they've done some great things in and on the main roster, but I don't think it gets better than Sasha Banks winning the Iron Women's match in NXT. I thought that's absolutely classic, and that cemented her spot on my Mount Rushmore. The Sasha Banks, it's just such a good match. From what I can remember, it's been a couple minutes since I've watched it. Did Bailey win that?
Bailey totally won that match.
Bailey totally won that, right?
Yeah, she totally did.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah.
I'm going to still put Sasha there for Matt.
Yeah, I'm sure he appreciates that. I'm sure he
He does.
appreciates that.
I'll do it for Matt then.
Tim, who's your 4?
I am going to go with a person who was Adam Cole before Adam Cole. He was a person that was so needed in NXT that he came back to kind of reset NXT for a little bit, and I am taking Finn Balor.
The Balor. Yeah.
He had a crazy long reign too, didn't he, as champion?
Yeah, he did. It was like 400 and something days. And then he had a second reign too, right before the bioluminescent brand.
Yeah, so definitely I would say he was probably,
I mean, Karrion Kross had 2 reigns too, but who's counting?
Yeah, Finn Balor had a 292-day reign, and then he also had another 212-day reign.
Nice.
He is the longest, he is the most reigning champion of all time with 504 total days as champion.
Wow, there you have it, folks.
Mark, who do you have as your 4?
Well, at number 4, I had Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling.
The Gargano.
Mr. Gargano. I love the whole Johnny Wrestling family thing. That was fun. Johnny.
Yeah.
Do you even remember what his stable was called, Mark?
Wasn't it the family?
No.
The Way.
The Way.
It was the Way.
It was the Way.
The Way.
The
Indie
Gargano
Wrestling.
The Gargano Way.
That was so good.
No way.
Way.
No way. Yeah, I have Gargano because I didn't go with any tag teams or anything in mind. So I went Gargano when I laid out my 4th. If I would go back and redo, I would probably switch this to DIY. Just because the two of them together. But I will stick with Gargano. He's like Johnny NXT. Scotty has his 4 as Finn, Undisputed Era, Asuka, and Bailey. And Devin has DIY, Undisputed Era, Asuka, and Finn. So some similar answers there. Definitely nothing wrong with any of those.
Let's propose a new question of the week for next week. In the history of NXT,
the worst
I like
Mount
the
Rushmore.
NXT. Oh, jeez. Lars Sullivan.
Velveteen Dweeb.
That's great. The Velveteen Dweeb.
Bull Dempsey.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's tough. Let's look back in the history of like what do you think, or who do you think was the most over NXT tag team of all time?
Oh,
not successful, or however you want to define it. As successful or over, or I don't know.
I like that
because I think I'm open for any arguments. There's a lot on my mind that's coming right now.
But were they invited to come?
They were invited. I'm inviting all of them.
I put that down for 2 weeks.
I think that should be our question.
I like that, Smoke.
I like that.
I love it.
I do like that one.
I love that. That'll be a fun little topic to talk
Now
about.
all we have to do is wait another like 2.5 years. Big Jim will fall off of his rocker. We'll have a conversation, and then you can oust 3CT from him.
It'll happen.
Tim, I like a dumbass forgot to pull the NX or the AEW card.
I'll happily do this.
Yeah, can you pull this up? I'll let you run this one. Yes, Ryan, while he's doing
Tim,
that.
while you're pulling it,
I'm
Damage
pulling.
Control this weekend. It's gross. Three Legacies Wrestling presents Damage Control. Tickets are still on sale. Eventbrite.com /3 Legacies Wrestling. It's November the 18th. I'm sorry. This Saturday, you got Dog Nation taking on Post Game in intergender action. Friend of the show, Zoe Cannon, taking on friend of the show, Stan Styles. Who am I going to cheer for? I don't know. You've got J.S. Hawthorne taking on Mark, your favorite, Mambo Italiano. You've got
I'm a big fan of Mambo.
You got Smiley taking on Leo Sparrow. You've got the Three Legacies champion, Bro Keller, defending his championship against Storm Grayson. And in three-way action, you got Andy Header, R1, and Tarzan Duran going 3-way action. Guys, if you're showing up this weekend, let's bring a canned good, bring some food. Three Legacies is holding a special food drive at the Brightside Opportunity Center. For every non-perishable food item you donate, you receive one raffle ticket that'll be entered for a chance to win front row tickets to the January event that they're going to be holding at Millersville University. So bring some canned goods, bring some non-perishables. We're going to help out the community. You're going to get some tickets to try to win tickets. You're going to get some raffle tickets to win front row tickets to their January show. Again, Damage Control this Saturday. Check them out, 3legaceswrestling.com, Facebook, and Twitter, 3Legacies Wrestling.
And I believe January is when they moved to Millersville, right?
Beautiful Millersville.
Yes. God,
Gymnasium there at Millersville. So definitely some exciting times there. All right, Tim. Let's navigate the Full Gear this Saturday, Kia Forum, Inglewood, live on pay-per-view.
Inglewood. That's right. On the 0 hour show, we have Austin Colton Gunn, one half of Bullet Club Gold, taking on MJF in a 2-on-1 handicap match, or so we think, for the ROH tag team titles. We'll start with Big Jim. Who do you got, and who's MJF's partner?
Oh, his partner is going to be Roddy Strong, I think. And the Guns are going to win.
Ryan.
I can't argue with anything Jim said. I don't want to pick Rod Strong for the sake of picking Rod Strong, so I'm going to pick another Ring of Honor guy. I'm going to pick Samoa Joe because I think he's going to end up angling for the AEW Championship in the future. So, Odd Fellows to start the night. Joey
and who
Samoa.
wins?
The Guns.
Okay.
No, MJF retains.
Okay. Mark.
Yes. I think MJF will retain. And I like the Roddy Strong, but I don't think I should pick him. So MJF's going to retain on his own.
Oh, by solo dolo.
He's going to do it solo.
Nice.
Because he's better than the Guns, and you know it.
I think MJF retains, and I think his tag team partner is going to be Daniel Garcia.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, a little callback to their one-on-one match. I think there was a little more there than meets the eye. I think Danny Garcia, as a wrestler, shows up and stands tall against the Guns. And then we get we finally get Danny to break out. We're going to skip a little bit around, and we're going to go to a fatal 4-way match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships as Ricky Starks and Big Bill defend against Rush and Dracolistico of La Facción Ingobernable, FTR, and Malachi and Brody King representing the Kings of the Black Throne. Boy, I hate this match because it really puts the champions in a tough situation. But I'm going to stick with Ricky Starks and Big Bill here. I hope they retain. My heart wants what my heart wants. Mark?
Well, I think that Ricky Skaggs and Big William will retain as well, Tim.
Sorry I asked. Ryan?
When did they change their names from House of Black?
So House of Black is the stable, but the team of Malachi and Brody King are known as the Kings of the Black Throne.
Too much to remember. That's stupid.
Yeah, it is dumb.
Let's go. Let's say Ricky Starks and Big Bill retaining, and you can't teach that.
No.
I'll go Starks and Bill retain. Honest to God, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that they were the tag champs. So I thought they were going to win them when I did my.
I had forgotten.
A 3-way for the AEW TBS Championship. It is Sky Blue taking on the House of Black's Julia Hart, taking on the current reigning and defending TBS champion Chris Statlander. Big Jim, who you got?
I like Sky Blue here. I think title's going to move. I feel like they've really been going big on Sky Blue as of late.
Ryan.
If they're kings of the Black Throne, how come she isn't queen of the Black Throne? Chris Statlander retains.
Mark?
I like that Sky Blue. I think it's Sky Blue's time. Yes.
And I think it is Julia Hart's time. I think this is where Julia Hart brings it home for the House of Black. Just me personally.
You figure as a faction, they have to eventually win, right?
Well, they were trios champions for a hot minute.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they were trios
Yes.
champions. They were the trios champions that lost the titles to the Acclaimed and Billy Ass.
Maybe I'm not the best person to be predicting these.
Yeah. I think there's probably one person on here worse than you picking. But we can't kick him out of here because he's the host.
Yo, I'm willing to bet Jim's watched AEW more than I have in these past couple of weeks. He at least throws up some tweets occasionally.
I had
am not
AEW
tuned
on
in.
my TV last night. And I can't say that I was watching it that much, but
That is more than I've had, Jim, in the past month.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Moving along, it is the Golden Jets of Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho taking on the Young Bucks, where if the Golden Jets win, they will take the Young Bucks AEW World Championship opportunity. But if the Young Bucks win, the Golden Jets will disband as a team.
Oh my God.
And I hope to God that Kenny and Jericho win.
They've only been a team like recently, right?
Within the last month, yeah.
Why are they called the Golden Jets? I get the golden thing from Kenny, but why is Jericho the Jets?
Because they're both
Get
from
it out of
Winnipeg.
Washington?
The Winnipeg
They're
Jets.
both from Winnipeg, and it's the Winnipeg Jets. And the Golden Jet, the Golden Jet is like the Winnipeg Jets' greatest player.
Oh,
And I
did not
don't know who that is.
I think it was Bobby Hall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Scott Hall.
Yep. But it's just Chris Jericho
Yeah,
making
Bobby Hall was the Golden Jet.
Yep. So it's a triple entendre on top of everything else. It's another name that Chris Jericho got the gimmick attorney to
I didn't get a single
trademark
entendre
it.
about it.
Well, you're not a Canada guy, you're not a hockeyman, you're not a Jerichoian.
I hope the Young Bucks win.
Oh no, I hate the Young Bucks right now. They're so mad. They're just so mad. They want to do the elite thing, and the last thing I want on my television is the elite. Mark.
I'm right there with you, Tim.
Change the channel.
Yes. I like the Golden Jets are going to take this one. Stupid Young Bucks.
Oh,
Young sucks.
Yeah, anytime the Young Bucks lose, America wins.
we're gonna do the sign. They're doing the sign.
Which reminds me, we need to have a conversation off mic because I cannot talk about something.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Moving along, in a 6-man tag team attraction, it is Adam Copeland, Darby Allin, and Darby's dad Sting with Ric Flair in the corner against Nick Wayne, Luchasaurus, and the TNT champion Christian Cage. Big Jim, who you got?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I don't think Sting. I don't think Sting's gonna lose until his last match. So give me Sting getting the pin over Nick Nolte or whatever the guy's fucking name is.
Way too
Nick
young to
Cage.
be Nick Nolte.
What dirt does Nick Wayne have on somebody in AEW that he gets to be in these level of matches? And I get it's like a fucking match that nobody actually gives a shit about. It's a 6-man, but
Teddy Long special player.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Who you got?
Sting, and I don't know. I hope Ric Flair makes it through the match.
Mark?
Smokey something. You can't be saying that. You're going to get mean tweets. I can't see them putting Flair in the corner and not having Flair's team win. So I'll go with Stink.
Yeah, I'm going Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland here too. Setting up something big later. Next up, a Texas death match. Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. And by God, if Swerve doesn't win, I'm going to cry.
Oh, he wants
Mark?
Swerve to win? Is that?
Yes.
I do for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you, Malthy. I want Strickland to win. It's his time. This win is what he needs. It's what he wants.
Oh, sorry, Devin. I've been missing your picks. But he has Hangman for this one.
Ryan.
Hangman.
I also have the Hangman.
I'll do Matt's thing, and I'll go former 3CT guest Swerve Strickland.
Nice. Perfect. Up next, a singles match for the AEW International Championship as two-time champion Orange Cassidy looks to retain against the man who never lost the title legitimately, because referees are stupid, Jon Moxley. I really want OC to retain, but Mox is so boss. I'm going to OC though. Mark?
I'm going to go with the freshly squeezed one as well. The orange.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going with Jon Moxley.
Yeah, I'm going to go Mox as well. I feel like this feud will continue and continue and continue. Devin has Orange Cassidy retaining.
For the AEW World Women's Championship.
Holy hell, now Joe Burrow's hurt.
Oh, God. It is Timeless Tony Storm with Luther against the three-time champion Hikaru Shida. Big Jim, who you got?
Man. Like, does Tony Storm need to win the title again? No. But is Timeless Tony the greatest thing this company has going? Yes. Give me Timeless Tony, man.
I think Timeless Tony is fantastic. I think Timeless Tony losing is even better for the gimmick to send her even deeper and spiraling. Hikaru Shida retains. Also, I just did the math on the that 6-man tag. The team of Nick Wayne, Luchasaurus, and Christian, adding their ages, is 105.
Oh my God.
Edge, Sting, and Darby Allin, the combined ages is 144. If you add them together, you get the age of Ric Flair.
Old as Methuselah. Mark, who did you have?
I got to go with Tony Storm. Yes, because she's timeless.
I love Tony Storm, but I do like the idea of Shida sending her into madness. Last but certainly not least, for the AEW World Championship, the Triple B, the champion MJF, the challenger Switchblade Jay White. 2 questions here: who wins and who's the devil? I think MJF retains. And I'm going out on a limb here. The devil is CM Punk.
So CM Punk helps MJF retain, correct?
Fuck you, Tony!
No, I think CM Punk unmasks after the match.
Okay.
And goes after MJF.
Okay. So MJF and the devil are feuding. Is that correct?
It's a swerve, bro.
It's a swerve, bro.
It would be a fantastic swerve, right?
The greatest thing the devil ever did was prove to the world that he doesn't exist. CM Punk has been completely erased from AEW history, proving that he does not exist in AEW.
God.
He is the devil. Yes.
What it's gonna be?
No, it's not. It's gonna be fucking Jungle Boy. That's what's gonna happen. I don't want it to be Jungle Boy. I don't want it to be anyone else, but it's CM Punk.
Jungle Boy? They're gonna do Jungle Boy?
Jungle
Jack?
Man.
They're gonna do generic Jack as the fucking devil?
Again, let me understand, because I have not watched a ton of AEW. I've made that very clear. If the devil were to interfere, they would be interfering to cost CM Punk, correct? Or I'm sorry, to cost MJF.
Correct. Someone stole MJF's devil mask.
Correct.
and he is going around. This whole match was built because the Devil jumped Jay White. And Jay White thinks it's MJF, and MJF's like, no, it's not me. And so the Devil's been going around and jumping people that like MJF likes. They jumped the Acclaimed.
So MJF and Jay White are okay?
No, they absolutely hate each other.
They hate each other now. Okay.
Yeah.
I really should watch more wrestling.
Yeah, maybe. Mark,
This
I'm
is a
going to
wrestling
say
podcast.
Jay White. There's no way Jay White wins this. MJF retains.
Right.
MJF retains. The Devil will try to cost MJF the match, but MJF will overcome. MJF will get the Devil in the ring and pull the mask off, and he will be unmasking Tony Khan himself.
Ooh, I have seen that. I have seen that floated around a bit. That looks nice. Mark, who wins? Who you got?
Interesting. Well, there's no way MJF going to lose this. He ain't going to lose it, Balky. He's retaining. Man, now the Devil, you got me thinking it could be. Boy, CM Punk would play out so nicely. So nicely, but I could see it being the Jungle Boy. So let me go with Jungle Boy.
What about
It would
Mark?
be so-
What about Haystacks
bad.
Calhoun?
The big haystack. I think the
Could be.
haystack's a
You
little
don't
too
know.
big.
It could be.
Could be. He would sign with AEW.
Mark, or not Mark, sorry. Big Jim, closing out with you.
Ames.
Come on, Ames.
I'm gonna say MJF retains, and so Devin has MJF and Adam Cole as the Devil.
I thought about Adam Cole, but I don't think it's going to happen.
And I am gonna say
Hello.
making his debut as a more weekly on-screen AEW character,
Jim Ross.
You were gonna say Detlef Shrimp?
I'm a bitch.
The Devil is Tony Khan.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that too.
It was me all along.
It was me all along. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
will probably say that staring awkwardly into the camera.
His pupils just so tiny.
Yeah, Tony Khan, the Devil himself. All right, boys, that's where we're gonna wrap it up
Yes.
this week. Anybody got anything to add before we close out the live show?
It was a long show.
If we don't see you, have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll be
Be
here
safe.
on Thursday, but we won't be live.
Correct.
So be safe, drive safe. If you're traveling long distances, don't be an idiot. Be smart. Should be understood. But love you guys. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you guys are
Yeah,
going out drinking on Wednesday night. It's like the busiest party night of the year.
I mean,
Call
I've
a
heard
DD,
there's
call an Uber. There's trivia around. Have a good time.
Blackout Wednesday.
There's ways to get around driving, so
Yeah.
don't do anything stupid.
Yes.
do
be
not
safe.
drink and drive. Find a friend who's reliable and can drive you home. Uber, any of the driving services, taxis if you have them where you live. Please be smart. Make sure you are subscribed on all of our platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Get us on all podcast platforms as well, in case you it's like I said, no live show next week, but so you do not miss the episode. We have our Tuesday podcast coming out. I think we'll have another one of those dropping after Thanksgiving. We'll be back live in 2 weeks. But you know where to get us. Hit the link tree in all of our social media platforms. But we love you guys, and we'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Until then, stay safe, stay smart, and as always, go for the pin.